Hello everyone. Today we are going to look at one of the most recommended, most popular Ubuntu-based distribution that comes out of the box with NVidia and AMD graphics drivers. It's none other than Pop! OS. I just installed a fresh install of Pop! OS on my virtual box. So let's check it out. Right out of the box, as soon as I log in, I've been prompted with three options. Visually, what would you would like to see the icons and the launcher? No dock extends to the edges. Definitely, this looks ugly, but sure. I would go with this. Yep, show the workspaces button. Okay. Applications button. Okay. Minimal. What do you say? Oh wow. This does support gestures. That's cool. Obviously, I'm going to go with the dark theme. And then I want have location services turned on, and the time zone would be. Let me get my time zone. EST. Why is this so confusing? Whatever. Chicago works fine for me. I don't want to connect any of my online accounts. Sure, start using Pop! OS. Cool. This does feel like a Mac search bar, but like I'm just pressing the Windows button instead of Alt and space. I mean, like the UI is more industrialist rather than minimalist. So let's check that out. Right out of the box in the clean installation, these are the applications that we get, and they are segregated based upon the type: library, home, office, system, utilities. There aren't a lot of things that I want to talk about over here except for something called as EDI, which is like if you download a Debian package.deb file from any other external source, you could use EDI to just install it inside the Pop! OS without any hassle. And then USB flash it to create live USBs for Linux images, I guess. And then basic image viewer and videos. And in the system, we don't have much either. We have just the startup applications, power statistics, which is actually useful, and then the partitions and the disk usage analyzer. Sure, I'm like it's okay. And I see that right out of the box we have LibreOffice for the office stuff, and in the home we have Firefox, just like any other Linux distribution out there. Yep, we have Gary for mail management, and we have a weather app. Let's just see how the weather app looks like. New York, bro. New York, New York, New York, New York. This is really hard. Okay, let's type something else. Yep, Jersey City. hmm I think this is a custom application designed by them. So yeah, it's good. But then see, like in the beginning where I chose to not have the taskbar across the edges, even though I did choose that, it doesn't really let me use this space. That's really waste of space, I would say, and like visually it's not that appealing. Yeah. Okay. What do we have over here? Terminal. Okay. Let me see which shell they are using. They're using default bash, df. Okay. I remember I gave 80 GB uh, space to this while I've installed, but like seems like it only detected 75 gigs and other 5 gigs for the system partitions like EF5 and 4 GB of swap, I suppose. And then it used 7 gigs out of it, available 64. Yep, that's fine. Let's see uh, if we do have to install any updates. This is a brand new installation. Oh, sorry. Yep. I think they are forking from the Ubuntu mirrors, and then they are hosting their separate packages at an alias called as ap.popos.org. This is maintained by, of course, System 76, which also includes Pop OS as the default OS in a lot of their Linux laptops and desktops. That's cool. And also, like the wallpaper, it's not bad, but like just like I mentioned, it's more of a industrialist look rather than minimalistic. Let's look at some of the settings. We do have fractional scaling out of the box though, but I don't want to tinker with that because I don't have pleasant experience with fractional scaling. You know what? Let's just try it for say suppose 125%. Nah, see my mouse is going everywhere. This is what I don't like about fractional scaling. So I'm going to revert my settings back. This is good. Yeah, what do we have here? Uh, Network, Bluetooth, desktop. Okay, they have a customizer thing right in the settings itself. Mm-hmm. There are not a lot of things that you could customize right over here, like unlike Zorin OS, where you had a separate application called as Zorin Appearance, where you could literally tweak each and every tiny detail about the UI. But I don't think that's what they are going for over here. Sure. Let's see what they want to say about in about. They say Pop OS, memory 5.8 gigs, CPU. hmm Okay, they are using X11 as the windowing system by default. That's cool. Right, the kernel easy on Linux. Sure, I mean like Ubuntu is based upon Ubuntu. Sorry, Pop OS is based on Ubuntu, which is a Linux distribution. This is cool. They have something called as workspaces. They have the search box, weather, and all of that. And then they have the applications where we saw it categorized by certain default configurations like system, utilities, office, and library home, and we could create a new category as well. That's cool. And the theming is consistent across the operating system itself. Like I really appreciate that. And also we have something called as power settings over here. So based upon like just like Windows, they have like three profiles where it's balanced, battery life, and high performance. I'm going to leave it on high performance because like I'm not bothered that much about my battery life. And then what else do we have? Settings, lock, and power off. Yep, that's it. What is this icon? What does it do? Okay, so this is something tile windows. Okay, did it do anything? Oh, this is cool. I think it works similar to BSPWM, where it uses a binary search tree to insert the new windows. So I think if I insert settings, another application over here, it is going to choose to insert it at the left side. What happened? No, it didn't. Weird. Let's see what Firefox does. It's going to include over here. Yeah. Yep. I mean, like it's not that cool. Like I think this is one of the genome extensions that they have tried and tested, and they include right out of the box. But yeah, let me know if you guys use such features. I mean, like seriously, I don't use. I mean, like right out of the box, if you're using something like a display manager, something like GNOME Display Manager or Pop OS Display Manager for that part, why would you want to arrange your tiles in a binary search tree format? I mean, like it doesn't really serve the purpose. What else do we have? We have all our notifications over here, a teeny tiny calendar and the weather. That's right, integrated into the notifications bar over here. And then we have the applications workspaces, right? It almost like very near to Windows, I would say, rather than any other operating system, like the workspaces and the applications, and like the kind of look they are going to. They're trying to like come near as possible as to Windows. And then we have a pop shop. So pop shop is like similar to any other Linux distributions package manager shop, where a user could just browse through the applications that they want to install instead of installing them from a terminal. I don't know why Linux distributions include such things, because you're using Linux, so you should be familiar with the terminal, or at least you should be learning to how to use a terminal. So that's weird. And by default, they have the package manager as apt, similar to Ubuntu. Yeah, let's try to install a piece of software. Let's say suppose VS Code. Uh, I have to mention though, the search is very fast. I don't know how they're indexing the applications. Since they are hosting their own custom mirrors forked out of Ubuntu, maybe they are doing some kind of caching on the front end, which is leading them to, load all of these apps a little bit faster. And you could see this tiny UI bit where it's showing the amount of percentage that it has installed right under the cancel button, instead of you going into this page and then seeing. And also I think we have like multiple options to install the applications from, like the Pop OS Debian package or the FlatHub. By default they recommend FlatHub. I don't know why. Flatpak FlatHub. uh, and my fans definitely kicked in. What are they trying to do? And also, like weirdly, the package size itself, it's almost close to 600 MB. I've never seen VS Code go that higher on any Linux distribution. So that could be some other thing they are trying to tinker with the packages and the way they maintain them. Maybe the way they compress those packages isn't good enough. I don't know. Yep. I think it's going to take some more time to install that. And also, let's look at other categories that they are showcasing on their pop shop. We have accessories, audio, communication, development. Sure, let's see what they have to offer for development. Yep, now that a software is being installed in the background, I think the application couldn't handle like new requests anymore. It seems like that. I have no idea what's happening under the hood. Okay, in the meanwhile, let's see what all tools do they include out of the box. Do they include Python? No. Python 3, yep, they are using Python 3.10, which is, I suppose, one of the latest versions and stable versions of Python. Do they include Node? Nope. Do they include CLAN, CC? Yep, they do include CC. And what about GCC? Right, they also have that. And also one other thing, right? Yep, I would want to look at the partitions that the Pop! OS made when it was trying to make a clean install on my system. Where are the system utilities? Right, disks. Right, 86 gigs of hard disk in that 4.3 gigs of block device. I don't know what it is. Seems like it has mounted 4.3 gigs as swap, and then it's using the other 86 gigs, sorry, 82 gigs as the primary root file system. Yep. Do we have any information about the file system? ext4, right? That's cool. Oh, they even throw you a notification once the app has been installed. Cool. But it definitely took a lot of time than I expected. Generally, in distributions that are lightweight, like say suppose Arch Linux, it would be much quicker per se. But like this is Ubuntu, and I mean like this is based on Ubuntu, and generally like a lot of distributions that are based out of Ubuntu are a little bit heavier, I would say, than compared to any other family of Linux distributions like Arch or something else. And seems like they have the operating system updates right built into the pop shop, which is a good thing. And they also have, since I'm using the VirtualBox, they have OpenVM Tools desktop, so I could install that if I want to. Yep, that's pretty much it. Okay, I see that they include Vim out of the box. That's pretty standard these days. What all do they include apart from that? Yep, that's it. Our Visual Studio Code just got installed. Let's open it. See, even the launch times of the applications is also very high. I clicked on open and it took a split second to open the VS Code app itself. I don't know if it's because they're using packages, or it's just because the operating system itself is a little bit heavy. Let's just close this and try to open it from the applications itself. Yep, it's definitely taking a lot of time to you know open up. Okay, they're oh, this is cool. They're showing some warnings if you install a lot of Flatpak. That's cool. What else do I have? I think that's pretty much it about Pop! OS. It's polished for sure. It's more industrialized. And I think the mainstream application for Pop! OS over here is people who are just trying to explore their options with Linux and just really getting started. Where I would recommend Ubuntu, but also Pop! OS seems not far off. Like the user interface is fine. It's not that what do you say, cute per se, but it gets the job done. But one of the biggest advantages of using Pop! OS if you are a gamer or if you have a dedicated GPU in your laptop or system is you get drivers right out of the box in the Pop shop. Let me just quickly show you that. Yeah, so here under the drivers, I am having the OpenVM Tools desktop right now. Instead, you would see the NVIDIA driver or like the Radeon driver right out of the box. So that's one pretty good feature where they have tested it a lot, and then they have patched themselves into that driver and they integrated those drivers right into the operating system. So that's one good thing. That's one area where Pop! OS shines, and the other thing that I would say where Pop! OS shines is the power management. I have heard a lot of stories about this. The high performance and balanced and battery life really do work, unlike other Linux distributions where you have to install a third party power management tool and it doesn't really integrate with the operating system that much. And the potential battery savings that you would do might be very less compared to this. So this does really work well. And then what else do we have? I mean, like the operating system itself is pretty not heavily bloated, but I would say it's a little bit slow when compared to others. Like even consider Zorin OS that we checked out like a week back. Even Zorin OS felt a little bit snappier than this. I don't know the reason for that, but I'm hoping that the operating system itself is the culprit, which is like again coming to square one based on Ubuntu. So yeah, I don't know. If you guys like this video, please drop a like and then subscribe to the channel. If you want me to cover any particular Linux distribution or Unix distribution per se, maybe FreeBSD, maybe NetBSD, maybe even Arch Linux, maybe something else completely different. Let me know in the comments itself, and also uh, what do you think about Pop! OS in general? Like, would you recommend this to a friend? That's it. Okay, then see you. Bye.